Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here to my channel, I'm so glad you found my channel. Here I talk about everything luxury, consumed in a mindful way, and I do unboxing as well as honest reviews. And if this is something of interest, please stay a while, take a look, thumb up the videos you like, and subscribe to my channel. Now I've got a little bit of an Hermes unboxing and a little bit of something different that I thought I would like to share with you. It is I think it's an Australian brand. I'm not sure whether there are other stores internationally, but it's a shoe brand called Edward Miller. And I'm surprised because I haven't bought things from Edward Miller for a very, very long time. I think the last pair of shoes that I bought from them was like more than 15 years ago. And I don't fit into them anymore because that's pre-pregnancy. And I think my shoe size has enlarged by at least half a size since my younger days. So I still actually got that pair of lovely boots because it's just so pretty, but I've not been able to wear it since. It's probably just gathering dust in my garage. And I think the size is just too small for it to be resold to other places. And it's always hard to resell shoes. But the point being, I don't know when they have changed the packaging to fairly similar to an Hermes orange. I was actually quite surprised. But anyway, I was looking for a pair of work heels. I'm slowly trying to wear that's my receipt. Trying to wear a little bit of a heels back, because I've actually stayed off heels for quite a long time ever since I became pregnant, and subsequently I've just got too comfy in flats and sort of very low heels that I haven't actually gotten sort of back to a bit of heels. But I do intend to slowly sort of, start wearing just a little bit of a heel, because what I find is my trousers often, it's just like the length, it looks better with heels, and I'm not stepping on, I'm not needing to tailor every single pair of my trousers to shorten it if I actually wear a bit of heels. So that's why I decided to sort of, get myself a pair of heels. So they are this lovely looking, I don't know, but it does look like a very classic, almost like a Gucci, or like, any of those luxury brands with the horse bit, hardware. So I've got here style the I-45 in black cow nappa patent, and I've got it in size 36.5. And this is the price in Australian dollars. So it's from the autumn, I think it's autumn winter 2025. So it's a new release. I was initially looking for discount items, but unfortunately, they don't do sales. So they're this very lovely. I'll just take it off. There you go. So they're a bit padded, so quite comfortable, and block heel, which is the heel that I prefer, because it just gives more stability and contact point, and it generally doesn't wear as much, or even when it wears a little bit, because I don't think I have an even gait. So what happens is my shoes, every single pair, tend to wear down like on a slant across the heel there. So it doesn't sort of wear evenly, and it just sort of cuts sort of diagonally upwards. And what that means is when I only have like a kitten heel or a smaller size heel, it becomes very wobbly. And so if I don't repair the shoe immediately, I basically can't continue to wear it, as soon as that wears down. And it actually wears down pretty quickly. So I have been told I walk very loudly. So I guess my steps, you know, on the ground is quite forceful. So my heels don't take long before it starts to show wear. So a block heel just increases the longevity of the shoe a lot more for me. So yeah, it does do half sizes depending on the style, and yeah, the sales lady tells me that Edward Miller don't do half sizes for every single style, but they do for the, you know, popular sort of styles, the, you know, the classical styles. So 36 and a half. The sole is non-leather, but it does feel like, you know, a bit like that leather type of feel to it. So I guess that's a good thing in that it's not slippery. But yeah, so pretty. And I'm just thinking, like, you know, I'm not at the stage where I'm very, you know, much willing to splurge on luxury shoes for everyday work purposes. I know I bought a pair of classic Chanel sling bags, but you know what? I kind of don't want to wear that too often and wear it down. So it's not, you know, it's not an everyday pair of shoes for me. That's more for you know, more dressier occasions. And plus, you know, I drive to work, and so having a sling back whilst I drive, probably not very good for the band at the back. It will loosen with time, just because, you know, I'm always pressing on the brakes and the accelerator. I do drive quite long distances, so yeah. And you know, I'm pretty much a no fuss person, or try to be no fuss as much as possible. So I don't like to sort of change out of my shoes for driving and then change back to, you know, end up other pairs. Just, you know, it will just annoy me too much. But yeah, it's so pretty, isn't it? And yeah, as I said, the hardware is the horse beat type of very classic look, a bit of a brushed gold look to it, which I guess helps to reduce, you know, I guess visibility of wear and tear on the hardware. Because I think if you were to have very shiny hardware, it scratches easily, particularly on the shoes, when it's gonna likely to bump into things. So yeah, very, very comfortable, this squishy part, very stable heel. So I am impressed that I found this. I've been looking for a pair of stable heels for a little while, and I just haven't been able to find something that that I like, but also not too pricey, because I figured if I buy too expensive shoes, I wouldn't be wearing it day in, day out, you know, for work, and that defeats the purpose of me getting another pair of shoes. To the Hermes unboxing, which we are all excited about. I haven't been to the store for a little while because I've had various things happening in my life. Unfortunately, they're not happy things, but yeah, that's done and dusted, is part of life. So it took me a while of, you know, just getting back to normal routines, and you know, have the mood to do a bit of shopping again. So I've got a few items here. I'll show you. This first one is a makeup eye palette. I am about to finish, or more like the other palette I had, which is, I can't remember the number, but it was the pinky purple kind of shades one. It's expiring after opening, because you know, all the makeup items have a time frame of when it expires, or the recommended time frame you should be finishing up with the product. So it's reaching that, and so I decided to get a refill, and the refills don't come often, so I'm lucky that I got the refill that I wanted. So this time I'm going to try a different color. a blue colorway with a very neutral brown and a bit of sparkle and a deeper grayish blue. So very excited to try this. So that's that. Now what should I open next? Yeah, so it's a new ribbon actually, Hermes 2025. So it's a new Drawn to Craft. So this must be yeah, so the Sydney store has changed the display last, for I think maybe this month or even last month. I'm not too sure because I haven't been out. But last time I went out to the Sydney, sort of around the area, I didn't go into the store. I already saw that the display's got like a sketches of handbags. Looks very pretty. So I guess this is the ribbon for that theme. Now, can you guess what this is? By the shape of it, you can probably guess. I was looking at this online and I really wanted one. So I knew I was having an appointment with my sales associate, and so I was asking her whether she has this in store. And unfortunately, she didn't. But lo and behold, when I went into store, this just arrived. So I saw it on display, and then there's another one, which is this one, which is the brand new one at the back, which she took for me. Yes, you guessed it, probably is a bag charm, but it's not the usual Pegasus bag charm, and it's not the octopus or the owl one that's been on the website for a while. It's actually a fish. It is so cute. Now, if you have seen my other shorts video or my Instagram account, I think I posted on Instagram, it might be on the YouTube account as well. I have fish as my pet, and I thought it's just so fitting to also have a fish charm. And it's so cute. I think it's a goldfish or a carp type of fish, but oh my god, it's so cute. Like, with a bit of a gaping mouth. I mean, you can even probably pop some little something. I don't know what you can pop in there. Maybe a marble. But then why would you do that? Like tiny little lollies, maybe, or minties. I don't know, but probably I wouldn't want to put, an unpackaged minty against the leather. But it's so cute, isn't it? There's only one colorway because it's like quite a unique style. I'm not sure whether they will come up with more colorways. I decided to just snatch it off first anyway. I mean, if it's a goldfish, it's a very classic orange color. So cute. So I love it. I wasn't expecting to find this, so I'm very pleasantly surprised to come across this in store. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be very popular style, to be honest. But yeah, I suspect they're not going to be making too many of these particular style. Whereas the rodeo are sort of, the kind of ongoing classic style that they'll keep on producing. Whereas these other types of bag charms, I suspect is like a one done, and then you know, once the seasonal style is gone, probably have to wait until next time they decide to use the same style again. So very, very pretty. Love it to bits. So cute. Yeah, so that's that. Now I'll open this box. So this is one again I was looking at online. It's not a new thing, so you've all probably seen this around. So is the Mosaique AU 24. It's the iconic Mosaique or 24 range. Yeah, so it's very antique Greek looking type of decor. So there's two versions. There's a gold and platinum. So you have like little tiny tiles of either gold or platinum, which is why it's not microwave safe, but that's okay because I'm not intending to use this as a tableware. Because I mean, I love the look of it, but when I think about the practicality of, you know, getting a mug or, you know, dinner plates or bowls in this, it's not going to be very functional or practical for me to always be hand washing dishes. And to be honest, my husband does most of the dishwashing, so it would annoy him to no bits if he had to hand wash things rather than just load them up into the dishwasher. And we're not very careful with our tableware, so you know, it would actually stress him out if I tell him, please don't break this. So yeah, so it's a little tray, rectangular tray, that's not too deep, and it's just perfect to use as a little jewellery tray, which is what I'm intending to use this for. And here you've got the artisan mark, as I've talked about in my last Hermes unboxing, where I unboxed the sugar box. This one is in the bicycle, which is very cute. I'm not a bike rider, but you know, I think bicycle is a cute one to have too. And maybe my son will be a bike rider, I don't know. So yeah, so I think it will be so cute, actually. So I'll just, you know, put my little ring there. You know, when I take off things, when I put my hand cream or perfume on, actually that's where I'm gonna keep this, where my perfume shelf is, so that I could actually, you know, if I was to respray perfumes with my jewellery on, I can just, you know, take off my jewellery temporarily and put them on the tray. So very pretty. So I think it would be a very nice piece of decor for my perfume shelf. And it will spark so much joy for me whenever I choose my perfume and take a look at the Hermes jewellery tray. So that's that. I better be careful and not drop things. That would be terrible. So last one here. Again, I wasn't expecting to buy this, but I was looking at sort of the scarf area, which now I've given away what this is, but you can probably tell from the box. I was looking for smaller size scarf, but I ended up buying a 90 by 90 again, because I just love this print. And there we go. So this is a new print. So pretty. I realized I haven't had much Hermes scarf of a lighter color. I do have a trilly, that's the marble print trilly, which is a sort of pink purple mix of color on a white background, but that's a trilly. And in the 90 by 90, I've got one that is of a black with, you know, a multicolor print on top, and the other one is the classic the horoscope one with the sun in the middle. I'll pop the details and the links to my previous unboxing videos of those scarves, if one is interested to take a look at them. But yeah, so I don't have anything of this particular type of colorway, so I got really attracted to this. So it's a different horse riding gear, and each of them is like very unique. So here, that's a royal looking riding gear. That's more of a normal one. This one looks like it's got feathers, and then this one is like a leopard animal one, and this one is so funny. It's a slipper, which is so cute. And then this one is one of my favorite. That's a dragon looking one. So yeah, it's called Tous on Selle. So the saddle, all the different saddles in Gris, Bleute and Blanc. Sorry if I butchered the French, but yeah, so pretty. And yeah, I think can't go wrong with an extra scarf, to be honest, because when you have a wardrobe that's, you know, that is a bit, how should I put it? Because I guess my wardrobe doesn't have too many out there type of patterns, so I tend to stick with more plainer clothes, or like bigger pattern prints if I was to ever wear prints. So not too busy. So it goes well when I add a scarf, particularly now that autumn and winter is coming in Australia. It just sort of accents the look. Especially when, you know, with a cashmere sweater, a plain cashmere sweater, and just add a little bit of color, a little bit of fun to the outfit. So love this. So really, that's all, I guess. What do you think of my purchase? As I said, I haven't shopped for a little while, so I went a little bit out there today. I was very sort of, yeah, back to my usual self a bit more, and so decided to go a little bit of a luxury shopping. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please thumb up the video if you've liked it, and consider subscribing, and take a look at my other videos as well if you've got a bit more time. Until next time, you all take care. Bye.